Next we have Andira, she's with PSL. And I want everybody to know I am running for City Council of Rhode 11. And I'm coming to bring change. I'm coming to bring real change for our community. That's the main reason why I'm running. So this doesn't continue to happen for our children or for our children's children like that. This has to be it. It's been going on for too long. And nothing lasts forever. I want everybody to remember that. Nothing lasts forever. Can we say that? Nothing lasts forever. You know, I gotta end somewhere, and it will be soon. And right now we have Andira coming to the mic. Can we please give her a round of applause?
Word, thank you everyone. Before I begin, it's just customary, I like to start off with a chant. So repeat after me. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
Peace. So again, my name is Andira Alves, and I'm a member of the PSL, but I'm also an organizer with the Behind the Walls Committee. I want to thank DARE for calling this much needed demonstration, as well as the families, and I want to thank all of you who made a choice to show up today. We need community support and solidarity more than ever. I am outraged, but I'm not surprised at the police's abuse against the working class families. Their behavior shows again that the police don't protect and serve our community. And if you haven't seen the footage of the police's rampage against the families, it is a disgusting display of unchecked police abuse and violence against working class people. What the body camera footage confirmed is not only truth of what the families have said, how they were abused by the police that day, but it also confirms that the police, under this system, feel empowered to act without regard for human life and face absolutely no consequences. The police ran up on this family, this black working class family, and attacked them with all the beatings, pepper spray, and brutal, unnecessary arrest. On Sayles Street, the police claimed that they were responding to an altercation. But when they arrived, they started an altercation. The police made things worse. They pulled up on defenseless, unarmed families, assaulted them, and then charged them with disturbing the peace. These armed men hired thugs of the state, people who are supposed to protect and serve, whose salaries are paid with our taxpayer money, attacked an unarmed family and showed no remorse. Whoa. They slammed people, beat and punched women, and misgendered them. They beat a young boy in front of his grandmother and pepper sprayed 1-year-olds. On Manton, cops beat 2 kids within an inch of their lives. The fact that the mayor tried to gaslight the families about their own abuse at the hands of this police force shows that politicians don't have our best interests at heart, and they're taking part of the inhumane treatment the police give working class communities. Even the chief of Providence Police, Hugh Clements Jr., claimed that the use of pepper spray against his defenseless family was according to its policy. So its policy to beat and brutalize women, children, and the elderly? The police see every problem as a nail, and the only tool they have is a hammer. They only know how to respond violently because that is their training. They are trained to see our communities as lesser, and whatever they say with their words, or even at the mayor of Cranston or Providence may say, the police treat black and Latino working class communities like we're not human beings. And we can only conclude that that must really be the policy, no matter how many times these politicians say Black Lives Matter, or how many times, or how many cops of color they hire, or whatever Band-Aid reform is made. The problem is not whether or not police have training. This is what they're trained to do. They suppress, to repress and oppress us. That's their job. And we don't need any more Band-Aid solutions that don't solve anything. We don't need racial sensitivity training or programs that put more money in the hands of the police. Why do we continue to reward and pamper these abusive, racist-ass cops when they walk all over our rights and brutalize our family members, friends, and neighbors? The police who carried out the attack on these children and their family need to be held accountable. They need to be fired. And what's more is LEOBOR needs to be abolished. The city of Providence is investing more and more into these violent police claiming to be bolstering public safety. But what happens when we, members of the public, need to be kept safe from the police? What then? Which politician is hounding us just like they do when they need our votes? None. The police are an institution the police are an institution that was formed not to protect and serve in all the ways according to the same rules. The police are here to uphold the social order that exists, whether or not just. They come out of slavery, originally as slave catchers and hired hands of the racist capitalist ruling class. The 1% and evolved over the years to be called the boys in blue. A system cannot fail those it was never built to protect. The police don't need more trainings. Cameras will not stop a bullet or stop the batons from beating us down or pepper spray from blinding us. Cameras, trainings, apologies, new cops, even if they're black or Latino, all of those things won't stop the police from continuing to treat us and the communities they serve from their violence. The police continue to make a case for why they should be defunded. Every time they attack us or shoot us down in cold blood and call it policy or just doing their job, they make a case for why they should be disarmed, disbanded, and ultimately dismantled. In the meantime, we need all those cops fired and decertified. We need the funds that the police use to traumatize our community members to be used to treat, help, and uplift our community. It is taxpayer money, and it doesn't belong to the police. This family has been suffering before this horrible incident, but they are suffering even more because of the police targeting. They need reparations so they can heal. From grandma to the children who were assaulted by Providence finest. And I just want to, again, to uplift DARE's demands. 1, immediately release the 15-year-old who is incarcerated at the training school. 2, repeal the law enforcement officer's Bill of Rights. 3, defund the police and invest in resources for our youth. This includes replacing cops with counselors in our school, which students are currently campaigning for in Providence. End racist police attacks on these families. And we need more people to join this fight and to join organizations that are fighting for our rights. The states will always bend over backwards to protect the Bill of Rights of the police. But what about our rights? What about when the police walk over our rights? Who will fight for us? So we have to be the ones to do it. We're the ones that we have been waiting for. We are our own liberators. Not the police, not the mayor, but the working class people of this community and all over the world. Justice for the Sayles Street and Manton Ave families. Thank you.
Thank you. Everybody give Andira one more hand. She did an excellent job. Well, right now, everybody, we're about to begin this movement. We're going to be grouping up. We're going to have the marshals give instructions, and we're going to follow out.